everyone, welcome back to my project life. This is week 11 and I am working on my title card first. I have had these Heidi Swapp, I think they're Heidi Swapp, maybe they're Teresa Collins, I can't remember now. Anyway, I've had these little glitter stickers in my stash for quite some time and I am basically hoarding them. I don't want to use them because I love them so much, but I decided, you know what, there's no point in having them if I'm not going to use them. That's why I buy scrapbook stuff to use them. So I end up using this Good Stuff sticker on my title card for week 11. And I'm just using that typical typewriter font that I've been using throughout my album this year and adding that with that card. This is a picture of snow, which is hard to believe that I'm looking at snow pictures when it is the end of summer right now when I'm doing this voiceover, and I am definitely not looking forward to snow. Actually, you know what? I lie. I like snow, I don't like winter. But I guess you can't have snow if you don't have winter. But either way, I don't like the cold. I prefer it to be summer. I like kind of early, and I like later, mid to later spring, all of summer, and I like the beginning of fall. But the only thing I don't like about fall is it means it's going to be winter soon, and that makes me sad. So anyway, I definitely love my sunshine, and I definitely miss it during the winter times where I live. It usually is quite gray and cold and not very happy. So I think I have a little bit of that. What is that called? When you have like seasonal affective disorder. I'm pretty sure that I have a little tinge of that because I am so much happier in the summer. Sunshine, it's like when I wake up and the sun is out, it's like I don't know, I feel like I'm glowing. I don't know. It's kind of crazy. I just feel like a completely different person. So I am definitely going to miss the winters when we have not as much sun. But anyway, that is enough about me and my crazy seasonal problems. So back to the layout. I just did this journaling on this card and I did some hand lettering and then wrote the word surgery because I ended up getting a little bit of surgery here this week and I'll talk about that a bit more when you see the photos. So I will give you a little bit of a heads up. There is one photo of something that when I got my surgery, a little scar or kind of like a sore that I had, but it's nothing terrible, but I will warn you that in a little bit it is coming up. So if you don't want to see kind of like a sore, that is something that will be shown here in just a little bit, but it's pretty quick and the photo is pretty tiny. Anyway, back to this one. This seems like a really crazy voiceover, so I apologize. I'm all over the place. But here I am taking this photo. I want to make it go all the way to the very top of this card. So what I did was I kind of put towards the top and then I went and trimmed the edges with my scissors and then I can kind of tuck it up in there up on the edge. And I did that the way I did it because I wanted to make sure it was going to fit right. It just didn't seem like it was working right. So that's why I kind of did it a little bit different. And of course it's now too wide, so then I have to chop it off, and then I gotta trim the corners again. I don't know. I was having difficulties. But anyway, this is a little bag that I got, and it says one cat short of crazy, which is totally true. I have a few cats in my life, and I thought that bag was perfect. This is just a 3x4 filler card, and the stickers that I'm going to be adding down, they are from a Happy Planner, a Mambi Happy Planner sticker book, which was fabulous. It is about 20 bucks at Michael's, but you can use your 40 or 50% off coupons, and then it's a really good deal because you get tons and tons of stickers. The stickers are really thin, but they are meant to go in planners so that they don't bulk the planners up. But that's okay. I don't mind the thinness of them. And there's several of them that can be used on your scrapbook layouts, and they're perfect for Project Life. So I highly recommend those sticker books. And this is one of my favorites from the stickers that I looked at, the sticker books that I looked at. So I'm just moving on here. I did some outlining of some of the cards. I do like that a lot of times. Sometimes the cards look a little bit floaty, and I find that by outlining them, it kind of grounds everything that's on the card. So I do that quite a bit in my Project Life, and I sometimes do that in my regular scrapbooks as well. So here I'm just adding some more journaling down on the photos. This is a photo of me and my puppy. I had just got done with surgery and I was feeling quite crappy. So I am taking a bit of a nap. And the surgery wasn't anything major. I had a mole on my lip that they were a little worried about, my dermatologist was, and I've had it forever and ever since I've been like 11. And they thought, you know what, I probably should get that removed just to make sure it's not basal cell or anything. But the good news is it wasn't anything to worry about. It was not cancerous, and it was just a normal old mole. But now I don't have it on my lip, so, you know, it worked out. It was several years that I wanted to get that removed and I just never did. So if you hear my cat in the background, of course he's going to come and talk while I am doing a voiceover because that seems to be the norm recently. I'm going to, on this card, try to use these little birds and their rub-ons, but they were not about to rub on. So what I end up having to do is, after struggling to rub them on, is because the sheet that they were on was pretty transparent and you really couldn't see it very much, I ended up just trimming off that extra that's kind of off the edge there and gluing it down and just leaving it that way. And you'll see me a little bit later. There's another strip that I really wanted to use. Same exact problem. I end up just gluing it down and keeping it on the strip because I really thought they were cute and I wanted to use them up. I didn't want to throw the product away. So now I'm just going to add some journaling down here. Again, that same typewriter font, the strip journaling. Can you hear him? Can you hear my cat? His name is AJ. I'm totally getting distracted by my cat. His name's AJ. He has kidney failure, so I had to lock him in the room with me because he was hungry and he doesn't eat very well. So I end up feeding him almost all day long, but I have other kitty cats that also will eat his food, so I have to lock him in a room so the other cats can't eat his food. And that's what I did because he wanted to eat again, because anytime he wants to eat, he gets to eat because he is very skinny. But other than being skinny and having his kidney failure, he's actually doing really well. He's been on a fluid treatment now for almost, gosh, it's going to be 2.5 years now. And he's still with us and he is still a happy camper. He's just needs to eat all the time because he eats little bits and then moves on. Anyway, enough about my kitty cats. I'm going to talk about this card. Here's that other strip that I was telling you about that it was not going to rub on. And that Hello Weekend sticker, that came from that Mambi sticker book that I absolutely love. So I didn't really like what the card said, and I thought Hello Weekend and the sticker was perfect. So I ended up just covering up the card and making it my own. So that's a really good idea. If you have cards in your stash that you don't really like, if there's a way to cover the pieces up that you don't like on them, then do that. And then you can still use those cards. So I'm just putting a little bit of glue on the back of the heart so you don't see the glue, and then just mushing that down. And then I'll end up adding my journaling to this card. And while I was talking about my cat, I'm not sure if you guys actually saw the picture of me with my lip surgery, but if not, it should be coming up here in a minute. Here's a picture of my daughter and her friend swinging on the swing set. It was actually a rather warm day for the fall, or for the spring. Earlier you saw I was doing something with some snow, and then now my daughter's out there with her shorts on. It probably was not quite short weather, but she was desperate to have short weather, so she ended up putting shorts on. But it's just amazing with the weather where I live. Is like one day it's like 105, and the next day it's like snowing and icicles on the roof. So, oh, here's the picture of my lip. So, like I said, it's pretty small. You don't really see much, but I did have that surgery to remove that. It was pretty awful, actually. Lip surgery is nothing to be, I guess, too worried about, but it definitely was a lot more painful than I expected. Lips are very sensitive, but I had to use this cream and it was did not like me. I was allergic to it, I think, and I was also allergic to the stitches. So it was just, it should have been something that was really simple, except it was not. So, and I'm not a big on pain, so I probably was more of a baby than I needed to be, but I survived and I'm here to talk about it today. So you can see this is a picture of me. This is before surgery, where you can see that mole on my lip that was removed. And they actually did a really good job. I was really happy with how it all turned out. But if I would have known before I got it removed that it wasn't cancerous, I probably would have left it. It was fine the way it was. I've lived with it so long that it was okay, but it's okay. So that's a picture of me and my doggy looking at the computer, and I just added another heart. And then I'm going to add a couple of these stars on this card. I think I'm going to do 3 altogether, just to bring some of that pink across. I thought this card was awfully kind of blue-green color, and I wanted to add a little bit of pink to this. So I'm pretty much wrapping things up. I'm just adding a little bit extra bits and pieces here and there. So I want to thank you guys so much for joining me. If you liked the video, make sure you give me a thumbs up. If you haven't already, please subscribe. And if you ever have any questions about anything that I do on my videos, you can definitely leave those in the comments below. I really, really enjoy hearing from you guys. So anytime you guys leave me a comment, it really makes me happy. So even if it's just to say hi, you don't even have to ask me a question. Any comments are greatly appreciated. So this last thing is a little clear sticker that also came in that Mambi Happy Planner book, and I'm adding it to a filler card. And then that's pretty much it. Stay tuned and you'll see some close-ups here in just a second. Have a great day, guys, and I will talk to you again very soon. Bye-bye.